Hi folks, on today's Compute This Minute, we're going to take a peek behind the scenes at what to look for when you're comparing computer repair shops. I know it sounds super exciting, right? But honestly, there are big differences between hourly computer repair shops and flat rate computer repair shops. Important distinctions that you need to understand when you're shopping for the service center that's going to fix your computer. We're going to tell you the advantages and the disadvantages of each coming up next. Alright, so if you're looking for a computer repair shop, you have two choices typically in the industry. You have computer repair shops like Schrock Innovations that charge hourly for the technician's time required to repair your computer. Then you have flat rate computer repair shops. Flat rate shops charge the same flat rate for a repair regardless of the amount of labor that needs to go into the repair. So, what's the difference between the two? First, let's take a look at the flat rate shops. Flat rate shops allow companies to hire technicians that have less skill, honestly. So when you're a flat rate shop, let's say you're charging $100 or $130 guaranteed to fix a computer problem. If you can't find a way to fix that problem in the first 30 minutes you're working on the computer, you immediately have to move that computer to a wipe and reinstall. So if you have a problem, for example, with your Outlook program, and I can't fix it in that first hour, and we're charging $130 to fix your problem basically in that hour, then I have to go to a solution that I know will fix the problem, which is to wipe everything off the computer, reinstall everything from scratch, and then set it all up again. This is more work for you, the consumer, but less work for me. It also allows me to hire a technician that may not know how to fix an Outlook problem, but they can sure try for a half an hour, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll fall back on our wipe and repair install. The second thing, a flat rate computer repair shop, when you charge a flat rate, it discourages fixing problems by defaulting to that reinstall option. So in other words, there is no real incentive for the technician to solve the problem because all they're doing all day long is reinstalling operating systems and programs and stuff. It almost becomes a reinstall shop rather than a repair shop, and the technicians fall into that habit. Also, flat rate computer repair shops will usually brag about having faster turnaround times than the competition. It's a huge red flag if you see a computer repair shop that guarantees a recovery in 24 hours or less, of course as long as you don't have to order parts. Guaranteeing that you can fix a problem in a certain amount of time before you even know what the problem is a huge red flag. You should watch out for that every single time. Now, hourly technicians, like what Schrock does, hourly technicians cost more to employ because they tend to be the higher skilled technicians in the marketplace. Schrock is a service leader, so we do charge hourly for our time, but we also have a rate card that says when you're doing X task, it should only cost this many hours. And that way, if we have a weird scenario where something goes way longer than we expect it to, or a technician gets pulled off onto another job and has to come back, a customer is not being charged for time that was not well spent. Sometimes hourly repair shops like Schrock are faced with the same problems that a flat rate repair shop is. We might have a particularly difficult problem. Well, the math is the same in both situations. The hourly repair shop, like Schrock, what we'll do is we'll say it's going to cost 4 hours of labor for us to fix this problem, but we can do a complete wipe and reinstall for only 3 hours of labor. So let's call the customer and give them the options. For that extra hour of labor, they may choose that they don't want to reinstall all their programs. They may not have all the activation keys, or there may be settings or macros or things like that they don't want to set up again. So we want to make sure we give the customer all of the options and then let them choose the one that best represents what they need to do. It's often difficult to be a service leader in an industry when you are a flat rate shop. And it doesn't matter the industry. I mean, you don't go to an auto mechanic and they say, we'll fix your car flat rate for $300 guaranteed. Usually when you look at a data recovery company and they guarantee they can fix your hard drive or get your data back for $300, that's usually not true. Usually you end up spending more than the flat rate price. In fact, some flat rate shops will even call back and say, well, that's the rate to fix a basic problem. Yours is more advanced, so the rate is actually a little bit higher if you want us to go ahead and move forward. So when you're trying to find a computer repair shop, always check and figure out what the total cost of the repair is going to be, regardless of if it's charged hourly or flat rate. Compare apples to apples. How much money is leaving my wallet? And what you will find is that the technicians that are more skilled tend to fix problems more quickly and have a lower warranty rate, a lower recurrence rate. So in other words, you're not taking it home and finding out it has a problem and bringing it back. So if you're looking for a computer repair shop, Schrock Innovations is definitely here to help you. If you're somebody who maybe is using an hourly or a flat rate shop now and you're looking for another provider, we would love to have an opportunity to serve you. That's why we give the first hour of labor free for all new customers. So if you've never been into one of our service centers before and you've never maybe experienced the difference between a flat rate shop and an hourly shop, give Schrock Innovations a try. First hour is free. What do you have to lose? Because we won't charge you anything anyway. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll talk to you again next week for another Compute This Minute.